Welcome to the Carriker Chronicles, the people show where we check the pulse of Husker Nation. Apparently, I talk with my hands. Brought to you by Nebraska Spine Hospital. I'm joined today by my youngest of 84 children, Jordan Carriker. How you doing, Jordan?
Good.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
Can you say Happy Thanksgiving?
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Now, most people know you recently had eye surgery. How are your eyes doing?
Good.
Good. Did we just see the eye doctor for your 6-week checkup and he gave us a thumbs up?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can you say go Big Red?
Go Big Red.
You excited to be on the show today?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's talk a little bit of Nebraska versus Iowa. Here are my 3 keys to game, followed by my attempt at a prediction for what the score could possibly be. Okay, now, as I'm sure you've all heard, the life-altering, world-shattering news that Logan Smothers is going to be starting at quarterback. Adrian Martinez will not be playing versus Iowa. Heinrich Harburg may also potentially get some snaps as well. And you know what? I follow Cornhusker memes on Facebook and Twitter, and they put out a funny thing. You know, if you get a chance, go check it out. They're like, we are a fickle bunch, go Big Red, talking about Husker fans, and it's Dwight Schrute. I would hold this up, but we practiced before the show and you can't see it. And it's Dwight Schrute from The Office, and he's just straight-faced. In the first, it's like 4 different boxes. It says, Frost should have benched Adrian in the Illinois game. The next box, same face. Frost should have benched Adrian against Oklahoma. Frost should have benched Adrian against the Purdue game. And then the last one is, Adrian's out against Iowa. And Dwight Schrute's like freaking out because we are a fickle bunch. Let's be honest. All right. Nebraska. I've talked about this before. We are a team that does the big things pretty well and the small things pretty badly. Well, Iowa is a team that does the small things phenomenally well. So my first key to the game is we have to win 2 of these 3 battles. The field position battle, the turnover battle, and the penalty battle. We have to win 2 of those 3 things. Okay, if you look at the turnovers, Nebraska's -4 on the season. Iowa's +10 on the season. That's a huge advantage for them. And if we can win that battle, that'd be gigantic for us. Also, penalties. Nebraska has 58 total penalties on the year, averaging 45 penalty yards a game. Our opponents are 57 penalties on the year total, and they average 48 penalty yards per game. Okay, Iowa, as we know, they don't out-athlete people. They don't really do anything fancy. Okay, what they do is they out-tough other teams, and they just don't beat themselves. We're a team that has better athletes, okay, more athletic, and we're still playing really hard, but we tend to beat ourselves, if we're being honest. We have to win 2 of these 3 things as a team and to help out our quarterback and put him in the best positions possible. Okay, he's a freshman. We got to help him out. Where do we start with the ball on offense? Field position. Turnovers. How many more possessions can we get for Logan Smothers? And penalties. Hey, 1st and 10 is a lot easier to get than 1st and 15 or 20. Next up, red zone offense. Are you having fun?
Good.
Thank you for joining me. You give me 5? Yeah, okay. Don't pancake me on my own show here. All right. We've struggled all year with red zone offense. This is not a secret. We had 2 red trips into the red zone versus Wisconsin last week, which resulted in 0 points. 2 of our trips anyways. Okay, here's what I propose. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it one more time because I really, really think we should do it. No more field goals for the rest of the year. Always go for it on 4th down. We've missed more extra points than any other team in the Big Ten throughout this season. Let's go for 2 every time. Why? Why the hell not? What do we have to lose at this point? There was a high school team in California, and the name escapes me, but they went on a hellacious run of just winning games and championships. They always went for 2. They always went for it on 4th down, and they always onside kicked. There's teams in my local area that are always onside kick, and they're some of the best teams in the area. I don't know if you want to do that every time in college football, but maybe throw a couple in. Why? Because why the hell not? What do we have to lose? Also, my biggest key for the red zone, run the option. Wisconsin did not know how to stop it. I think had we ran it more, especially on the 4th downs that we had down in the red zone, I think we would have had success. I kind of get a feeling Iowa's going to, I doubt if they're going to know exactly how to stop it, at least right off the bat either. Plus, it plays right into what Logan Smothers does really well, which is running the football. Last but certainly not least, okay, and it was funny, when I was coming up with a third, what could be a third key to the game, I originally wrote down protect the quarterback and establish a run game to help Logan Smothers. What fun is that? That makes too much sense. So, I'm going to share a story from when I was about 11 years old. I was one of the youngest kids on my Little League baseball team, and we were playing in the championship game, and I was going to pitch. And I'd never really been nervous in a sporting event before. And I was so incredibly nervous for this. And my dad, I think, was caught a little bit off guard. I shared this story previously, but I'm going to share it again here. I think he was caught a little bit off guard. And he he goes, it's not that hard, Adam. And I go, what are you talking about? He goes, it's not that hard. Sports isn't that hard. I go, okay, what do you mean? He goes, to win, all you got to do is score one more point than the other team. That's it. You just got to score one more point than the other team. Oh, it clicked with me. I was like, well, that sounds easy. We should be able to do that every game for eternity. So we're not going to be favored now that Adrian isn't starting. I know we opened up as a 4-point favorite. The over-under was 44.5. I haven't looked since they announced Adrian isn't playing. Whatever. All we have to do is score one more point than Iowa. We've been so close all year. One more point. It's that simple. Now, it really is that simple, guys. What's so hard about this? People get paid millions of dollars to try to score one more point than somebody else. Why can't we figure it out? My son Jacob's score prediction is Nebraska 17, Iowa 21. Admittedly, he's like me. He did have Nebraska winning at first until there's just so many question marks around Logan, although I'm excited to see what he can do. So my original score prediction was Nebraska 28, Iowa 24. Okay, all we got to do is score one more point than Iowa. So I'm hoping I'm wrong and we score one more point than Iowa. But I do have Nebraska 21, Iowa 24. I know, send out the Boo Birds. And my son Jacob was like, you don't think Adrian's worth more than one touchdown? I was like, I think they're going to have some wrinkles with Logan. I think they're going to do some things they haven't done before, and I think it's going to take Iowa a while to catch up and figure it out. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the new wrinkles that I hope they have, and maybe we can score that one more point. Go big, Red Nose. Remember,
For the pound.
for the pounds.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks again to our sponsor, Nebraska Spine Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, when it's your spine, you do not want to mess around, and experience matters. That's why you can trust the experts at Nebraska Spine Hospital, the region's only spine-specific hospital. They are the best at what they do.